Hi, and welcome back to PA Harness Week with Steve and Heather. It's time now to go to Jen Sherlock, our roving correspondent, who caught up with Hall of Famer Ron Pierce.
Driver Ron Pierce is a true superstar in the world of harness racing. Won just about every big race in the sport. 4 Little Brown Jugs, 3 Hambletonians, and despite his incredible success, he remains humble and true to his roots.
As a little guy, I used to read about all the great horsemen, Stanley Dancer, Billy Houghton, John Chapman, Dylan Sco, the list goes on and on. To even think that I had been in the same league as those guys one of these days was beyond my wildest dreams.
Muscle massive, and it's a massive win for Ron Pierce!
In 2004, Pierce won more than $12 million in purses and was named Driver of the Year by the United States Harness Writers Association. Since that time, the 54-year-old has been ranked first or second in earnings 4 of the last 5 years entering 2010. But financial success hasn't always been a part in his life. The native Californian grew up extremely poor. His family hunted and grew their own vegetables to put food on the table.
Yeah, things were tough back then. I had, 7 brothers and sisters, and I was 3rd from the oldest. Our family had no money. First thing we do is milk the cow in the morning to get the milk and butter. If it was a weekend, we could go hunting. My mom she don't let us take 1 gun at a time. We needed meat for my little brothers and sisters. My mom always had a garden. We helped her with that a little bit. But it was a great childhood. It was a great way to grow up.
That great childhood has made Ron what he is today. He's quite an outdoorsman, still hunting and fishing, and not out of necessity, but for relaxation to occasionally step away from the stress of driving these million-dollar animals. How long does he plan on driving?
When my reflexes slow down and I don't have the strength, then I'll hang it up.
Thanks, Jen. Well, speaking of Ron Pierce, you know that Ron Pierce always has something to say when the big money is on the line.
Oh, absolutely.
And the biggest money on the line will be Breeders' Crown, and he will have several drives on the big night that you can make book on.
Yep.
Okay.
If not in every single Breeders' Crown race.
Without question.
He's pretty popular.
I would think so.
Yeah.
Now let's go back in time and take a look at a Breeders' Crown race from the past.
And Dewey Cheatham and Howe turns for home and edges away. It's Dewey Cheatham and Howe with a 2-length lead. In Focus is popped to the outside, trying to get to him. Dewey Cheatham and Howe is under pressure. In Focus is trotting right on by on the outside. In Focus leads it. Dewey Cheatham and Howe second. Holiday Credit rallying past him. In Focus in a Breeders' Crown upset.
Wow, was that a serious heat or what? Woo! That was good. Very good, as a matter of fact. And that's the kind of action you'll see at Mohegan Sun Pocono Downs. It is going to be a truly memorable night. Sports history. It's going to take place 2 weeks from today, which would make that October 9th. It is a Saturday. You definitely have to be there. If you can't make it, something comes up, it's going to be broadcast live on MAV TV. Check it out where it's available in your area.
Yeah, go to mavtv.com as a matter of fact, and then you can see if you get MAV TV, and if you don't, you make a phone call to your cable company, make a phone call to satellite.
That's how it's done?
Pardon?
That's how it's done?
That's how it's done. The squeaky wheel gets the oil. Yeah, that's the expression I'm looking for.
Okay, right here at Harris Chester on Sunday, we have race 9, and with that, here's Heather.
All right. Oh my goodness, how about me? I got to cover the Open Trotters at Pocono. Now I get the Open Pacers at Chester. Yay me! All right, now we've got Blatantly Good in here. He is the favorite coming off of 3 wins. Also Lisagain, this horse just finished 4th in the Canadian Pacing Derby. He was like 70-1. This is a good field right here, okay? But this is a little step down in class, I'm going to say. I'm just going to go out on a limb and say that. And then we've got Presidential Order, who's won 14 times out of 19 starts this year.
Western Shore had to work to clear Presidential Order. Dial or No Dials on hold from 3rd. Lisagain is 4th. 5 lengths from the front. And then comes Real Celebration. Atokia 2nd last, and Blatantly Good continues to trail. The half, an exacting 53-4. They've got 3/8 to go. Western Shore maintains a 1.5 length lead. Here's Lisagain on the scene. Lisagain's up within 3/4 of a length. Presidential Order slides to the outside after sitting the pocket. Dial or No Dial has saved every bit of ground. He's 3 from the front with inside a quarter to go. Real Celebration needs to do better. A Tokia's fan 3 wide, blatantly good, just now kicks into gear, but he's got 6 lengths to make up, but the pace is starting to fade. 3/4 in 121 and 3, and the field turns for home. Lisagain is holding Presidential Order at bay. The lead is a length. A Tokia is put to a drive. Blatantly good's down the grandstand side. Coming up to the line, Lisagain full out. Lisagain!
Lisagain gets away 4th, and then Andy Miller pulls that right line. They end up coming first up and winning in a sub-150 mile. Presidential Order, he followed second over. He was less than a length back at the finish line. He ended up getting second. A Tokia was 3rd. Blatantly good, by the way, who was the favorite. Never really got into the race until really, really late. Comes home in 26 and 2, but had to end up with 4th money.
Maybe didn't feel good that particular day, maybe?
Absolutely. You know, horses are like people. You know how you don't want to work some days? Yeah, sometimes horses just don't feel like working, you know?
Sometimes you look at a program and the horse will run lousy and you go, what's that all about? You know, every week he's right there. Maybe he woke up, he had some agita. You don't know. That's the intangible.
He went on the track and said, whatever.
Okay, stay at Harris Chester for Sunday's 11th. It was a conditioned pace for winners over $25,000 lifetime. Bittersweet, hard knocker, great back glass, was the overwhelming 1-5 chalk from the rail with Brian Sears. Real Joke with Georgie Knapp was the 3-1 second choice. The rest were all double-digit bombers. And with the call, here's James.
Real Joke is being urged first over. Up now within a length and a half of the lead. He has taken over second. Lucky Better is locked in by Ideal Race, who is gap and cover 3.5 from the front. Andy Rue has 5 lengths to make up. Barber pulls in and among rivals. And a long last after the break is Truey's Legacy. 3/4 in 122 and 1. Coming to the top of the stretch, Bittersweet's trying to see it through. Bittersweet's held Real Joke at bay thus far. Jeremy's Successor looms the danger up the open stretch. Lucky Better's got clear sailing too. Bittersweet lunging for the line. Bittersweet to win it.
Well, Bittersweet was just cruising along, but then he was life and death to win, just holding off both Jeremy's Successor off at 12-1 with Timmy Tetrick and Lucky Better, a 25-1 shot with Yannick Gingras. Time of the mile 1:49 and 4, and it was almost a better exactor with Sweet and Lucky, both Betor horses. So if you played names, you could have a good exacta, but Jeremy's Successor got in there and snuck it to you, you know?
Yeah.
It happens.
It happens.
Stay with us. When we come back, we'll have more from Mohegan Sun Pocono Down. Action here from Harris Chester, and Evie the coach helm will be here with his picks for the week. Don't go away.
Milos has this match with Taka Shigamishi there. Now back to the pocket second.
Welcome, good old Sunday. No love when you don't come. Welcome, son, welcome, welcome. Welcome to your place in the sun. Welcome to your place in the sun.
It's your big night out, and you deserve a little more. That's why you'll love the Downs off-track wagering. It's more than a sports bar. It's extra fun because you can watch, wager, and win on the hottest horse racing action from Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs and across the country. Downs off-track wagering, Allentown, Carbondale, East Stroudsburg, Hazleton. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Check, please.